Hi everyone, and welcome to AgCom 5308. Today I'm just going to take you through Blackboard and through the course and through the syllabus just to give you an idea of what to expect as we're going on. As you come to the homepage of the course, it's going to direct you to this announcements page, and this is where I'm going to be posting all of the information that you need to know about the course and what the course is about, or anything, any emails, any updates, anything that's going on. So today I just posted a welcome note to invite you all to the class. The next thing that you guys need to look at is the syllabus and schedule. Here I have a course schedule that you can open up, and it's going to open up into this new page, and it just has kind of what every module is and every week for the semester, as well as what is going on with the assignments that are due or what's due that week. Okay, so if we go to the syllabus and just click on it, and it'll open up into a new tab. This is the syllabus for the course. As you guys know, my name is Laura Gorham, and I will be your instructor for this class. Some little things for you guys to pay attention to. If you're on campus, you can come visit me in my office. If not, just shoot me an email, laura.gorham@ttu.edu. I'm always available by Skype. I said that I have office hours from 2 to 4 on Mondays and Wednesdays. However, shoot me an email and just tell me, hey, I'm going to be on Skype if you have any questions. Another thing is I'm really only checking emails between business hours. So 8 to 5, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So if you shoot me an email at like 7 o'clock at night, I probably won't get back to it until the morning. And the same goes for weekends. Some interesting things: required textbooks and resources, email and Blackboard. Blackboard's really going to be crucial for this course. And also, I'd like you guys to get Epic Content Marketing, how to tell a different story, break through the clutter, and make customers by marketing less. And that'll be really crucial for this class. Other things are the course description. So as we go into this course is all about learning how to communicate online, particularly looking at how we're going to be using videos and blogs and different web-based information to communicate about the agricultural industry. As we go through the course, the objectives are to describe the history of content marketing and its role as a critical tool for reaching audiences and telling a brand or organization story, recognize and identify trends and terminology associated with online media. We'll talk about different uses for print, digital, and visual content, and you'll actually be making some of these. And then how to persuade people or influence their attitudes to complete a specific task. So whether it's buying a product for your brand or also just changing their attitudes about the agricultural industry. Next is identify, define, and use strategic communication skills to develop a digital marketing online campaign for the end of semester course. And that goes along with assemble and present. So you're going to be presenting this at the end of the semester. And then also describe how we measure our success through social media analytical tools. And then again, provide a comprehensive evaluation plan. So for my expectations, what I'm really looking at, we're going to be online. So you have to be very clear with your communications, okay? So as my job as an instructor, I'll be presenting that material for you, but online it's your goal and your self-directed learning to really get through this course, pay attention to what's going on, and then go through that material and make sure that you know it. If you have any type of computer issues, just contact Texas Tech IT Help Central, and that information is here. All of the homework is going to be due at midnight on Sunday. And if we're doing discussions, I expect you to actively participate throughout the week, so at least 3 days. So that means if you post on Monday, you need to comment at least 3 more of those days. If you're having technical issues, let me know and we can talk about it. Some netiquette. You guys can read through this, but just be courteous. Use your netiquette skills. I expect you guys to use proper grammar, spelling, and punctuation as if you were talking to a client and not just me as an instructor. And you can look through that. So late work, I don't accept late work, so make sure that you get things in before the due date. And then policies about academic integrity, students with disabilities, and software use, all this fun stuff you can find out here. Okay, so for the fun stuff you guys want to know about grades, how I work is on a 1,000-point scale. So if you get 900 points, so 1,000 to 900, you're going to get an A. 800 to 899, B. Kind of carries through. 700 to 799 is a C. So the different descriptions, assignments or descriptions for these assignments that we have, first you're going to be doing discussion posts. So this is when you're just reflecting upon that material, and these discussion posts will be posted within that module, that content module for that week. Other things, I'm going to be using Twitter, and so this allows me to keep in contact with you, give you information on real time. So I'm going to be posting information about when assignments are due. I'm going to be posting information that might be useful for you as you go through your projects, and I'll keep a running Twitter feed using the hashtag AgCom53 or 5000, and this will just give you information about what's going on with the course. I also expect at the end of each module, and this is right here, you should also tweet, so 140 words, kind of a summary of what you learned or something that you found interesting, just to be engaged in that Twitter conversation that we're having. Also, we're going to have personal blog post series, and this is where you're just going to talk about different things that are going to relate to your client, different things that are going to relate to what's going on with the class. Okay? So this class is a service learning course. So how this works is that you are going to be picking a client to do a communications plan for, particularly in online digital media. Basic things, service learning reflections, you'll have two of those. First is going to be kind of mid-semester, what you're thinking, what your thoughts are about your client, and at the end of the semester, reflecting on that experience. So it's just your opinion. You can write good, bad, just your opinion about what's going on. Next, I want you guys to submit, once we have your client description and once I have your proposal and you've gone through all that information and outlined who your client is, what you want to do for them, I want you to submit a client contract, and that's just showing that you have selected a client that agrees to work with you and you're agreeing to work with this client to provide this information. Also, we're going to have a Teach a Tool activity. So I can't remember which week it is right this second, but in one of the weeks, what you guys are going to be doing is selecting a tool and providing your classmates with a hands-on tutorial. And so you can record this, post it on YouTube, and then post it to the discussion board. And it just shows a way to get us new ideas about what's going on in the realm of social media and online media and how we'll be able to use those tools. Next, I want you guys to critique another organization that is similar to yours and critique their social media marketing that they do have. And it helps us to be able to see what competitors are doing and be able to apply those in our own social media plans. The next one is just a digital marketing plan outline. Develop a timeline and outline your digital media toolkit. And this should provide stepping stones that you are going to complete throughout the semester, just to say, hey, yep, I've got this piece, I have this piece, all of that. Next, we have drafts. And so as you begin to put your plan together, and also the components that go into your plan, because you're actually going to be developing real promotional pieces. So you're going to create a blog post, a social media outline, or a social media plan. You're going to be creating some of the visuals, a video, and a blog post. And this helps me to understand with the drafts kind of where you're coming from. I'm going to give you some feedback of, hey, this is where I think you should be going. And you need to make those changes before submitting that final. So the final digital marketing plan, this is what your plan, if you were going to give it to your client, it should be a plan of what you hope to accomplish, those goals, those objectives, and how you're going to accomplish it, and why it's important for your client to utilize this information. In this plan, again, you need to have your information that needs to go in here, such as your blog post, your video of all of this information. And then finally, you're going to give a client pitch and presentation. So you're just going to go through your plan, your final plan that you've developed and the tools that you've developed for this, and show your client and myself what you are giving them to do. Okay? All right, so taking a look at the course schedule, and hopefully this will give you kind of an overview on what we're going to be going into. Today and this week, it's all about introduction. So an introduction of myself and an introduction Also about what's going on in the course. So introduction to brand management, strategic communications, and storytelling. So this is just introducing us to the content that's in this class. Next, we're going to be talking about kind of the history of content marketing a little bit more, what, why, and how. Storytelling for an organization, so how we can utilize agricultural stories to be able to promote our businesses. We're going to be talking about building and managing content and how we need to do this in an organized manner, and also developing style guides and creating a cohesive brand for our client. We're also going to be talking about creating visual media and content, and also calendar creation. So those content calendars, when we need to post things, what days of the week, at what times. We're also going to be talking about successful ways to implement your campaign and different tools that might be associated with this. And then how do we actually engage our audience? So we have all this information here, but how do we get people to like our pages? How do we get people to come to our pages, talk about it, share that information? Next, we're going to talk about social media analytics and how to measure and monitor our social media and our online media presence. And then we're going to talk about where we think storytelling and strategic communications and content marketing is going in the future. And then finally, we have our course review and wrap up, where you're going to be creating your final presentation and submitting that online. Okay. All right. So as we go through the course, over here on this left-hand sidebar, which you can see, what you're going to want to be looking at is different modules throughout the week. So if we click on, for example, course module 1, it gives us the topic, what the specific objectives are for this week, and then the activities that you need to complete. All right, so for example, it says up here that you need to read these chapters, and when you click on this folder, it takes you to the text reading, which you should have bought or will be buying the textbook, and you can read what's going on. And then also you can find out other articles that I've posted to help guide you through this content. Okay. Go back, and then also utilizing discussion boards. So the first discussion board is really just focused on you trying to get to know each other, us to get to know each other, and what you want to learn, and maybe what client you're interested in working with and why. Okay, so just click on it, and there's some information at the bottom of the description to talk about what's going on. And to create a discussion board, you're just going to do create thread. It's going to take you up to it. It's going to have what you need to talk about. Give it a subject. You could say Laura's first discussion board, or Laura's introduction, or whatever your name is, of course. And then answer the following questions. And when you're done, just click submit. Okay. And go back. And the same goes for pretty much every week that's here. All right. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to y'all later.